Welcome to a mine site where the ground is the raw material and productivity is measured one bucket at a time. Look at that first cut. Tracks planted, boom loaded, bucket curling hard, and then the swing lands perfectly into a 4-axle truck bed like it's on rails. This is the kind of heavy equipment work that feels simple only because the machines and the operators make it look that way. In this video, you're watching two Caterpillar giants, the Cat 390D and the Cat 395, loading overburden onto 4-axle dump trucks, including man trucks, in a real mining operation captured in crisp 4K. You'll see fast, repeatable cycles, clean bucket fills, controlled swing, and accurate dumping that keeps trucks moving with minimal weighting. As the loading continues, I'll walk you through what makes these excavators powerful in production work, how the operators manage efficiency and safety, and why overburden removal is one of the most important stages in mining and quarry operations. Overburden is the material sitting above the productive layer, soil, clay, mixed rock, and everything that has to be removed before the site can reach the valuable material below. It's not glamorous, but it's essential. The faster and cleaner the overburden is moved, the sooner the operation reaches the layer that actually drives the project. That's why large excavators like the Cat 390D and Cat 395 are brought in. Machines designed to dig hard, cycle fast, and load trucks consistently for hours at a time. Watch closely as the Cat 390D gets into rhythm. In this class of excavator, performance is all about balancing force and control. You need strong digging power to break into compacted ground, but you also need hydraulic smoothness to keep the bucket stable during the swing and dump. Notice the digging technique. The bucket enters at a clean angle, the stick draws in while the bucket curls, and the boom lifts just enough to keep the gut efficient. That combination maximizes bucket fill without wasting energy. If you've ever watched an inexperienced cycle, you'll see lots of extra movements, overlifting, overswinging, repositioning. Here, the movement is tight, deliberate, and repeatable. Now, look at the bucket as it comes out of the face. A full bucket is only valuable if it arrives at the truck without spillage. Spillage is the hidden cost of truck loading. Every spill creates rework, and rework kills cycle time. So watch the path. The operator keeps the load tucked in, controls swing speed, and manages boom height to keep everything stable. The goal is to deliver material to the truck bed cleanly, every time, without shaking the machine or scattering overburden across the pad. Here's a performance reality that matters in real operations. Small time differences become big production differences. If one loading cycle is just 5 seconds faster than another, and you repeat that hundreds of times in a shift, you're talking about multiple extra truckloads moved per day. That's why these operators focus on rhythm, not reckless speed, rhythm. A steady pattern reduces fuel waste, lowers machine stress, and keeps truck queues short. Look at this angle as the truck approaches. Truck spotting is a huge part of productivity, and it's often overlooked by people who only focus on the excavator. The best setups minimize swing angle. When the truck is positioned correctly, the excavator swings less, dumps faster, and returns to the cut sooner. Short swing, clean dump, fast return. That's the formula. You'll also notice the truck doesn't crowd the machine. There's a safe buffer around the excavator's swing radius, and the truck aligns to a predictable spot, so the operator doesn't have to hunt for the bed each cycle. Now watch the dump. The operator isn't just emptying the bucket, they're placing the load. For 4-axle trucks, especially on uneven haul roads, load balance matters. A load that's piled too far to one side can create instability, stress the suspension, and increase risk on turns and slopes. You'll see the operator spread the material across the bed rather than dropping it in one heap. First bucket might go slightly forward, then toward center, then finish toward the back, keeping the payload balanced and the truck stable for the haul. As we transition to the Cat 395, you're looking at an even bigger production tool. The Cat 395 sits at the top end of the mass excavation range, built to move serious material with fewer passes and strong, consistent cycles. On many sites, a machine in this class is chosen when the job demands high volume and the truck fleet needs to stay fed. Watch closely at the way the 395 handles the cut. You'll notice confident bucket entry and strong breakout through the face, and then a controlled lift into the swing. Bigger machines often tempt operators to get aggressive, but the best operators stay smooth. Smooth is faster in the long run. Less spillage, less shock loading, and less wear on pins, bushings, and hydraulics. Look at this angle as the machine swings over the manned truck. You can see how important control is at the top of the swing. Dump too high and you increase dust and impact. Dump too low and you risk contacting the truck body, which is both dangerous and expensive. The operator aims for the sweet spot, high enough for clearance, low enough for precision. Notice how the bucket opens smoothly instead of snapping open. That controlled release reduces impact shock and helps place material exactly where it should go. Now, let's talk about the loading style you're seeing, because it's the heart of production efficiency. In truck loading, sites often track passes per truck and truck queue time. Fewer passes can mean faster truck turnaround if the passes are full and placed accurately. But fewer passes only help if the excavator is consistent. One sloppy dump that spills or shifts the truck can erase the time you saved. Watch how each pass stays clean and purposeful. The excavators are not just moving material, they're managing flow, feeding the fleet like a conveyor belt made of steel. Another key detail is the loading floor. Look at the ground where the excavator is working. A clean floor with controlled ruts and minimal scattered material makes everything safer and faster. Trucks approach more confidently, tires slip less, and spotting becomes predictable. In mining operations, controlling the loading pad is a production skill. When the pad becomes chaotic, cycle times rise and safety risks multiply. Here, the work area looks organized, an underrated sign of a professional operation. Watch closely for carryback, the material that sticks inside the bucket and drops during the return swing. Carryback creates a mess around the tracks, increases cleanup, and can even contribute to track wear if it builds up. Skilled operators reduce carryback by finishing the dump cleanly and adjusting bucket angle to clear sticky material. Little things like that keep the operation tidy, and tidy equals faster. Now, a quick note about what makes these machines effective for overburden removal. Large excavators depend on high-output diesel engines and advanced hydraulic systems to deliver the flow and pressure needed for continuous digging and loading. They're built with heavy-duty undercarriages for stability, strong swing systems to handle constant rotation under load, and reinforced structures to survive long hours in harsh environments. But even the best machine can be slow in the wrong hands. The operator is the real multiplier. A great operator reduces unnecessary movements, controls swing speed, keeps bucket fill consistent, and places material precisely to protect the trucks and improve haul efficiency. Look at this angle. Watch how the operator times the return swing so the bucket arrives at the face at the exact moment the machine is ready for the next cut. That's high-level efficiency. No waiting at the pile, no hesitation over the truck, just continuous motion. That's how you build production without abusing the machine. If you're enjoying this kind of real-world mining equipment content, take a second to hit like. It helps the video reach more heavy equipment fans. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe for more 4K excavator loading, truck operations, and job site breakdowns. Also, drop a comment. Are you Team Cat 390D or Team Cat 395 for overburden work? And if you've run either machine, share what you like or dislike. Power, smoothness, fuel use, visibility, anything. As the loading continues, notice the coordination between excavator and truck. The best operations keep trucks cycling in and out without confusion. Approach, spot, load, exit, like a controlled system. That reduces congestion and keeps everyone safer around moving equipment. On a busy mine site, That organization can be the difference between a productive day and a stressful one. And now, as we wrap up, take one last look at the READ'em on display. The CAT 390D and CAT 395 are doing what they're built for, moving overburden efficiently, placing clean loads into 4-axle trucks and keeping the mining operation flowing. Powerful machines, skilled operators, and a process designed for production. That's what you're seeing in this 4K footage. Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, bigger machines, tougher material, and deeper breakdowns of how real job site production works, make sure you're subscribed. In the next video, we'll follow the haul cycle further and talk about what happens after loading, haul road strategy, dump area efficiency, and how the entire system connects to daily output.
Beep.